Hi, I'm Ebony Williams, and welcome to our first segment of Ladylike. Okay, so on Ladylike, I'll be touching on what a modern day woman really is, what I really believe she should be. So I will pretty much break down 30 different characteristics. Obviously each one will be a different episode, but I'll be breaking down 30 different characteristics as to what I truly believe makes a modern day lady. So my first characteristic of the day is a real lady is gracious. So when we think of grace, I think usually we think of just a woman with poise. We also, I think the traditional meaning of, or the definition of gracious is just one who is courteous, one who is pleasant, someone who's kind. But I actually view grace from a different standpoint. I really do believe that overall being a lady, it does begin from the inside out. So whatever you're dealing with on the inside, it really does, it's broadcasted to the world. So I know one of the things, and I'm really thankful to God for, one of the things that once people really get to know me, and once people, meet me, or when they see me, usually the first thing they see is somebody with a smile on their face. Is with a smile on their face. Now, I have had people, before they got to know me, they will just, they'll say things like, oh, when I first met you, I thought you were stuck up. However, I have actually come to be a lot more diplomatic and really view things from a bird's eye view. So with that, I have found that usually if you're someone that has a tendency to have people come at you and say, oh, at first when I first met you, I thought you were stuck up so and so, so and so, so and so. I actually have come to the understanding that people, whether we believe it or not, especially as women, we have a tendency to place our personal perspective, and we cast that perspective or those notions on someone else. So for a lot of people, if you meet me, I pretty much, for the most part, I typically am well put together. I always have a smile on my face. My general demeanor and disposition is always one of upright, but I also try to exude a kindness. So with that, I'm also quiet until you really get to know me. But because of that, that can be misconstrued as, oh, she's stuck up, but it's really not. But I really do know that ultimately that true graciousness, it starts from the inside and it goes out. As women, and especially as women of God, we have to make sure that we are really being gracious. And when I say gracious, I mean really being forgiving, being understanding. I know that, life, it wears on us. Obviously, it wears on us. But because it does wear on us, we really have to learn how to not allow our frustrations to dictate our overall behavior. So you can be out with a girlfriend, you all are chit-chatting, you've ordered your meal, and the waitress, she brings back your food. And let's say your food is not up to par. What you feel is up to par. Overall, how do you handle the scenario? Do you choose to and most people, let's be really honest about it, most people are gonna come at that waitress like, my food, this is not right, this ain't what I ordered, and so and so, and that's not appropriate. That's not being gracious. True graciousness is being that woman who sees that food that sits down and you say, you know what, I thank you very much, thank you for bringing my food out, blah 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 blah. I do have a discrepancy with whatever this is. Oh, it doesn't look as great as I would like. Can you please send it back? It's all about attitude. The thing that I have really realized, especially somebody that's animated, I'm extremely extremely animated. And the thing that I really had to learn was how to really hone that in and be conscious of my facial features and really the attitude that I'm exuding, you know, what I'm giving off. So especially when I'm in those tight situations, because I know that I have a tendency, I can seem to, for whatever reason, seem aggressive or strong when that's not really me. I'm really, I guess what some people will refer to as passionate. I just think it's just me being me. But I've had to learn how to scale back. Okay, ladies, so I have a challenge for this week as I wrap this episode up. I challenge you to not only be gracious, but to show divine grace. So when you go out, when you encounter people, even your loved ones, your children, I challenge you to tap into that grace that only God can give. God, we make mistakes, we fall short constantly, but the moment we say, Lord, you know, I surrender to you, I'm sorry, help me to start over, He literally is just like we never did it. So when you have situations this week that challenge you emotionally, even spiritually, I challenge you to show that divine grace. All right, ladies, I love you all, and I'll see you next week.